What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, reports and speculation have started to run rampant as undefeated three-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, who has 28 wins, no losses, no draws, 26 big wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age, 5'5", with a 67-inch arm reach, is ramping up his training camp for his highly anticipated April 15th showdown. And Gervonta Tank Davis is seen back at the site where it all started, where he got his career to go in a certain direction of superstardom when he linked up with legendary retired undefeated Hall of Fame iconic superstar boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. and signed to Mayweather Promotions. Now, he's always been training with Coach Calvin Ford at the Upton Gym and Coach Kenny. But now, Gervonta Tank Davis, he was learning tips from and little things of the trade from Floyd Mayweather after he signed with Mayweather Promotions. Who better to learn from than arguably the greatest of all time in Floyd Mayweather? So now Gervonta Tank Davis is going into the biggest fight of his career. He recently parted ways with Mayweather Promotions, Floyd Mayweather, and Mayweather Promotions CEO Leonard Ellerbe. And he had his last fight January 7th on his own with GTD Promotions, Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions, and he partnered up with Showtime President of Sports, Steven Espinosa. Okay? And he fought Hector Garcia, who was the undefeated super featherweight WBA world champion, Dominican star boxer. That was January 7th in Washington, D.C. at the Capital One Arena on his own. And it did big numbers, right? Not so much as the pay-per-view numbers being so extravagant, but that's due to the piracy within the sport of boxing. But not to mention, Gervonta Tank Davis, he broke the gate again for the Capital One Arena. Now, he broke the gate for the Barclays Center, his May 28th showdown with Rolando Rolly Romero. That was his last fight with Mayweather Promotions. Okay? And now he broke the gate at the Capital One Arena. And this is ahead of his highly anticipated showdown with undefeated lightweight, junior welterweight Mexican superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia, who has 23 wins, no loss, and no draw, 19 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. They set the face off April 15th. And so Gervonta Tank Davis has been back at the Mayweather Gym. Okay, he's back in Las Vegas. He is at the Mayweather Gym, and people are starting to speculate. Floyd Mayweather has an exhibition coming up, March 25th, and now people are starting to, speculate: is Gervonta Tank Davis going back to Mayweather's gym for his training camp, and is Floyd Mayweather going to help assist him with this fight? Because this is, no doubt, the biggest fight in Gervonta Tank Davis's career. Now, Ryan Garcia is not the most accomplished fighter in this class of fighters, right? When you look at the fighters, when you look at Devin Haney, who was undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion, and you look at Shakur Stevenson, undefeated two-division world champion, former unified super featherweight world champion. And then you look at Teofimo Lopez, former unified lightweight world champion, and you look at Lomachenko, who's Olympic two-time gold medalist, three-division champion, former unified lightweight world champion. So you look at those class of fighters, and Ryan Garcia is included, and you look at Gervonta Tank Davis, who's a three-division world champion. Ryan Garcia has never fought for a world title, so obviously he's never won a world title. He's not obviously a multi-division world champion, and he did not win an Olympic gold medal. But Ryan Garcia, he presents a challenge for Gervonta Tank Davis. He's 5'10". He has a 70-inch arm reach. He has extremely fast hands. He has power in both hands. Okay, so and he's a budding superstar in the sport of boxing. Again, he hasn't accomplished much within the sport of boxing, but no doubt Ryan Garcia is a superstar, right? And he has one punch, change the fight, knockout power. And he has blistering fast hand speed. So he's going to be 5 inches taller than Gervonta Tank Davis. I believe his arm reach is more than 70 inches at this point in time. When you see Ryan Garcia, he's definitely a big kid. I do believe his arm reach is longer than 70 inches currently, but the the official calculation on his height and reach is 5'10" with a 70-inch arm reach. So he's gonna have a 3 to 4 inch arm reach advantage over Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis has the edge in experience. Okay, he has the edge in experience. He's a southpaw. He has one punch knockout power. But this is the first challenge he's gonna face in the form of Ryan Garcia and Floyd Mayweather, who faced more challenges than him. Floyd Mayweather has faced more world champions than anybody in the history of the sport of boxing. He's faced every style there is. And you can see here, Ryan Garcia has blistering fast hand speed, but he makes mistakes. He has reflexes, very fast reflexes, very fast jab, and power in both hands. But he makes mistakes. He stands up extremely tall. So is it smart for Gervonta Tank Davis to lean in on Floyd Mayweather to get the experience? Again, Floyd Mayweather has faced guys taller than him his entire career, right? Gervonta Tank Davis as well. But Gervonta Tank Davis has not fought a guy with this type of power, this type of skill set. Floyd Mayweather, he fought Diego Chico Corrales, and he was the underdog in that fight. And Diego Chico Corrales, he wasn't as fast as Ryan Garcia, but he had power in both hands, very skilled boxer, and a ton of knockouts. And Floyd Mayweather was the underdog in that fight. He ended up dropping Diego Corrales 5 times. And if you go back and listen and watch that fight, you can hear Big George Foreman, retired legendary iconic Hall of Fame superstar boxer, Big George Foreman, former undisputed heavyweight champion, former Olympic gold medalist. George Foreman, he stated, Floyd Mayweather is a little bit out of his mind to take this fight with Diego Chico Corrales, right? Who was undefeated. And, everybody thought that Floyd Mayweather was going to get knocked out. Floyd Mayweather was the underdog in that fight. And again, he did what everybody thought he wasn't. He dropped Diego Corrales 5 times in that fight, okay, and got a stoppage victory over Diego Corrales, causing his corner and his stepfather to call a halt to the fight, wave it off. They just saw enough. He was just getting dropped repeatedly, right? And so it would be smart for Gervonta Tank Davis to lean in on Floyd Mayweather and get a little bit of advice for a fight of this magnitude. Now, I don't believe that Gervonta Tank Davis personally needs tons of advice, how to fight, how the magnitude of this fight is not going to overwhelm Gervonta Tank Davis in the least bit. And the skill set of Ryan Garcia, I don't believe, will overwhelm Gervonta Tank Davis, nor Coach Calvin Ford, nor Coach Kenny, right? I think they experience enough. I think they understand enough. They know what Ryan Garcia is looking to do, right? He's definitely going to be very cautious of Gervonta Tank Davis's left hand. He's definitely going to be, very, very confident, looking to land and hurt Gervonta Tank Davis. Because again, that's new. That will be new charted waters for Gervonta Tank Davis. Never seen him hurt, wobbled, or staggered on the canvas. You never seen any of those. We saw Ryan Garcia on the canvas. We seen Ryan Garcia hurt, staggered, and wobbled, right? So we never saw that from Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, again, like I said, Floyd Mayweather, his expertise, right? Gervonta Tank Davis is on the record saying that, their relationship is still a pretty good relationship, right? And it's the biggest fight of Gervonta Tank Davis's career. Is this the case, right? We know Ryan Garcia, oddly enough, packed up his camp from his normal site of fighting, of training camp in California, and he moved to Florida. Now, that has been the home of Gervonta Tank Davis and his training camps in Florida. And now we see Gervonta Tank Davis relocate, as it seems, back to Las Vegas, right? And be at the Mayweather gym. This is not the first time, obviously, he's had training camp at Mayweather gym. But for him to go back there right now, speaks volumes. Gervonta Tank Davis is fully locked in. He stated that, he let the fans know he was exiting off of social media. He was going to focus on this fight. He was going to lock in. And again, Floyd Mayweather is an expert. Floyd Mayweather is a genius in the ring. Floyd Mayweather is arguably the greatest fighter ever. He knows how to deal with certain fighters. He knows how to exploit their weaknesses. And so that would be great. But I just don't think that Floyd Mayweather is fully needed. You can never not need Floyd Mayweather, right? But I just think that Coach Calvin, Tank Davis, I think they understand the assignment, the task at hand. But you can't go wrong with leaning in on Floyd Mayweather. Is it a coincidence that Gervonta Tank Davis is just at the Mayweather gym training, locked in, and preparing his training camp? Or is it just a pit stop right now, right? Is it that Gervonta Tank Davis is in Vegas to announce the fight, right? That could be another thing. Gervonta Tank Davis could be in Vegas and he's just training and preparing to announce this fight with Ryan Garcia, okay, tomorrow. And that could be the reason he's in Vegas, and he could be packing up and heading back to Florida for his training camp, right? So who knows? You know, we saw him run into Rolando Rolly Romero, a foe of his 2 fights ago. You know, they had an epic fight at the Barclays Center that broke the gate, right? And so, you know, there's reports that the fight could have been announced today. There's reports that it could be announced tomorrow, right? So that could be the reason why Gervonta Tank Davis is in Las Vegas, and he just want to, you know, stay working, stay active, stay busy, don't want to waste no time. So a familiar place, TMT, Mayweather Gym, right? So that could be a huge reason for him being there. I know this is going to be a highly anticipated, exciting showdown between Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. I can tell you that. I know this fight is going to deliver. As far as breaking pay-per-view records, that's yet to be seen. So let's see how this all unfolds. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Garcia Bumgarner, you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Wow.